Now it's Jason speaking. Last but not least, let's talk about clustering analysis. Cluster analysis or clustering is the task of grouping a set of objects in such a way that objects in the same group, called a cluster, are more similar to each other than to those in other groups. It is a main task of exploratory data mining and a common technique for statistical data analysis used in many fields, including machine learning, pattern recognition, image analysis, information retrieval, and bioinformatics. In centroid-based clustering, clusters are represented by a central vector which may not necessarily be a member of the dataset. When the number of clusters is fixed to k, K-means clustering gives a formal definition as an optimization problem. Find the k-cluster center and assign the objects to the nearest cluster center, such that the square distance from the cluster are minimized. K-means has a number of interesting theoretical properties. First, it partitions the data space into a structure known as a Voronoi diagram. Second, it is conceptual, close to nearest neighbor classification, and as such is popular in machine learning. Third, it can be seen as a variation of model-based classification. K-means clustering aims to partition n observations into k-clusters in which each observation belongs to the cluster with the nearest mean, serving as a prototype of the cluster. This results in a partition of the data space into Voronoi cell. And let's see it on the picture. The first step, k-initial means are randomly generated with the data domain shown in color. In this example, there's a 3k equals to 3. And the second step, k-clusters are created by associating every observation with the nearest mean. The partition here represents the Voronoi diagram generated by the means. The third step is the centroid of each of the k-clusters becomes the new mean. And the last step is to repeat 2 and 3 until we got our output. Through the clustering analysis, we can figure out the codependence between different stocks. For example, if Apple has successful quarter, the supplier Foxconn should experience similar success, reflecting on their stock price. And as we have done in the RStudio, the read CSV function let us take in column 2 to end from CSV file that we for clustering analysis. We are able to see what kind of change happened each day by subtracting the price from the previous day from the current day into bind data. Using bind data, which contains all of the true and false value, we can easily convert them into ones and zeros. And in conclusion, from the analysis, we can find out the trend of each stock and cluster the stock with similar trend together. It's a good way for portfolio management and stock market prediction, regarded as a buying or selling signal, or give confidence to a trader's prediction of stock price. Thank you all and Merry Christmas.